Now I'm going to try and get in most of the comment bits. I've just turned off my phone.
Well done.
Right, okay guys, so we got one from the 21st that we didn't read. So, blessed Jewel to you both. This is Samantha Coleman, by the way. So, hiya. What a bummer about the jigsaw. I know, right? You have.
Oh, you had Place Message, didn't you?
Yeah, you have messaged them, haven't you? Or are you going to do it?
I haven't messaged them. You're the one who bought it. I've got the photograph on my phone.
Ah, that's all right. I hope they get back to you. Well, they haven't yet, but then
no, but you haven't gone to them yet.
To be honest, I'm not going to really do anything until the new year. Although
there's a good chance they're not there till the new year anyway.
Spoiler alert: I have actually purchased this year's advent calendar from them. But I'm not going to wait until Christmas to do that.
No.
Right. And she's got, what was today's build? A Potter. Oh, what was today's build? A Potter for the 21st. Right, so thanks to Sam, we didn't know, but for whatever reason, I
missed it out.
Darren missed it out, so it went straight from 1, 2, 3 to Sanrio calendar. So thank you for telling us, because that would have been really annoying if we hadn't have known. Right, it was actually well, the simplest way of putting it is it was this.
Yeah, it's this one. It's they call it sort of a wreath, but it's bunting between the candlesticks.
It is pretty much, isn't it, between candles, in effect. Right, so we're hopping along to the 22nd. Right, so this is Samantha Coleman from the 22nd. Commenting as watching, the male robin has a red breast and the female robin has a red-orange breast. So it is a little bit different.
From pictures I saw, they were shorter as well. The female one only comes down like the booby part.
Oh, right.
Whereas the robin goes the male one goes the whole
chest. Sometimes it's hard to tell them apart because it's a very subtle difference. The sparkly ghosty is cool. Hope you feel better soon, Debbie. Big hug sent your way. Thank you. Then we got Gemma Gordon. Hiya.
Hiya.
Hey guys, been watching you for years now, but usually watch on TV, so can't comment. So just thought it's about time I said hi and thank you for keeping me company all this time.
Oh.
I'm disabled and mostly housebound as well. You certainly bring some joy to my day. I am so pleased, honestly. It's one of the... I felt so cut off from everybody, and this enables me to be involved with people, and it's amazing actually the amount of you that have written to us and different bits, and like the reactions from thoughts from a wheelchair and things like that. It has made me so happy, because there's something that can be quite, you sort of get locked in and lose your voice a little bit and forget a little bit. You lose yourself. You can quite easily when you are housebound. You really can. And I wanted to make a difference to people as well as myself. And it's just worked really well like that. So to hear ones like that, it makes me so happy.
Yeah, because it changed from what it was. Because originally it was me doing a bit on it to try and have some sort of bit of writing a book. To try and hold some sort of bit of keep them going.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't written it yet. It still hasn't got any worse. It hasn't got any further. But it didn't. It changed. I did some unboxing bits on it, and Debbie wanted to join in as well. So Debbie joined in.
Yeah, I mean,
and thoughts of a wheelchair. We did thoughts of a wheelchair.
Well, I'd got to
we've just gone on from there.
That's right. I mean, say it was actually. I mean, it was after, because my dad had a stroke a few years back now, and my mother-in-law broke her hip.
Yeah.
A little while after that, and it amazed me actually the reaction of how the more older generation, they see things like wheelchairs and walkers as being showing that you're old. Whereas I see them as being no different from a knife and fork. If I need to get up and I need the help of my sticks to do so, which I do, it's no different from me needing a spoon to eat, I don't know, soup, or a fork to eat something that you need a fork for, or whatever. There is a point there I'm trying to make.
Yeah, it's an aid.
It's an aid.
Yeah.
And I mean, I refer to my wheelchair as my legs because they are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually far worse not to have those items, or like the amount of times my dad's fallen over just because he doesn't want to use sticks or a walker in the house, and it drives me absolutely up the pole. It really does, because it's sort of like, I'm sorry, use it, and then you're less likely to need hospital.
He'll stumble from place to place, grabbing hold of furniture and bits as he goes. So use a stick.
It's the same as being a diabetic. It's incredibly important that you drink enough and things like that. And at one stage, yearly in February, you could pretty much guarantee that my dad was going to end up confused and in hospital because
he wasn't drinking
enough, and he knows he should.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. So it's just like, I don't know, I get so frustrated because when people can actually do themselves more harm in that respect, and we're not talking about spoiling yourself with a little bit of chocolate and bits like that. I'm talking about really big things that, you know. But yeah, so no, I am so pleased every time somebody says to me,
but it's nice to know.
It's really nice. It's really it means the world. It really does.
Gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
Yes, it does. Yes. So Gemma also says, I have the Blue Music Advent after seeing you a couple of years ago and love it. So does my cat Manny. My other cat Mooney's not fast, Manny and Mooney. When you play it on TV, he runs up to the screen to listen. Wishing you a blessed Yuletide and all the best for 2025. Thank you so much, Gemma. And hello, Manny. Hello, Mooney. I am a complete sucker when it comes to cats. Cats, hamsters, and horses. My top 3. I love dogs, but I'm definitely, no, I do like my animals in general, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, so cats have a special place. But yeah. Oh. Right. Pink Poodle has answered the questions for that day. But thank you for always reading my comments and not judging me for my academia. As I know I'm not very good, I'll put words on a screen, and I want to say, as my dyslexia has a big hand in this, also predictive text doesn't help sometimes.
No, it doesn't.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, people have got into, and it's not just predictive texts. If somebody doesn't know what a shortened bit is, like lol.
Yeah.
There was a woman that.
Apparently there was one woman. She did it with someone died.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
She put your grandfather's died. Lol. What do you put lol at the end for? It means lots of love. No, it doesn't. No. She had to go back and text everybody else.
She had to text everybody. I mean, can you imagine? But obviously her daughter knew there was something up there. But, it's like, but yeah, that with predictive text. And also you get...
I've never written ducking in my life. Yes,
But say I get it, and I also have brain blanks.
Yeah.
And certain words as well. There are certain easy words that I really struggle over. I don't know why.
I've had it years ago with.
Or you can write something down, think
look.
it looks right, and it's not.
No, look. It was look. There's only 4 letters in it, 3 different ones, and I wrote it down, and it didn't look right at all.
No.
And I had to look it up. It was there. But no, and it.
So no, never worry about that, Pink Poodle, honestly, because I get it. I really do. Thank you for letting me connect with you and Darren. I have my video of my prize, but I will put it up after Christmas. This is the prize that Pink
she
Poodle
won last Christmas.
Yeah.
And we only got it out to her.
Yeah, we did have rather a lot going on.
End of November, start of December.
She's so good, bless her. But no, so there was. I know that I've had my fair share of bits going on this year, because it is still this year, just about.
Yep.
If it's just too much, if I'm putting so many videos that day, yes, it is. Yeah, that's right. I quite agree. I mean, this is why it's taken us till now to do this one, because we had our bodies were.
Yeah, that's how we done it, and it was like we stopped.
I've broken out in so many spots.
We stopped for 2 days. We were going to stop for 1 day and then do bits. We stopped for 2 days, and that was it.
Yeah.
We didn't. It was like, had enough now.
And yesterday I was in so much agony, I didn't know what to do with myself. It's just one of those things. It's nasty flare.
We had filmed already.
Yes.
Most of the boxes that had come in. It's just that I hadn't edited them.
That's right.
So I was just
you've been getting them in, and
so I've still been having stuff coming up each day.
Should I be writing a book before I know it? Take care until tomorrow, the 23rd. Love and blessings always.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. Right. Pink Poodle also sent a couple more. Not going to go through all of them because, quite simply, as it is, I'm running on further in this video than I promised Darren. Yeah, I mean, Pink Poodle was saying as well, she's very good at masking how she looks and feels, and uses makeup as mask.
Yeah. You found that when you went out, when we were at the shop.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
If
you went round the bits, if you put makeup on, no one would ask who you were. If you put didn't have makeup on,
everybody started getting really concerned, and because it's quite a tight knit little community, especially since we used to do the little market and that over the road and bits like that, and we had our shop over the road. So people in Peacehaven,
it's a strange sort of close knit community.
It really is.
Well, it turned out we were shutting the shop down because Debbie was dying.
Yeah.
Before we opened the shop, it was going to be ours wasn't. Can't remember what ours was going to be.
I don't know. I know.
No, ours was going to be a sex shop.
Yeah, that's right.
They said a sex shop. The photographers that opened up.
Nobody told us.
Yeah, the photographers that opened up, obviously, was going to be at Ann Summers. I think there's a lot of.
I think there's a lot of wishful thinking going on. I mean, there's
a lot of sexually repressed people in Peacehaven. I think you'll find. Yeah.
I mean, but I must admit, we were a bit flawed, especially when it was actually my parents that asked. You remember?
What?
It was my mum went in a roundabout way of saying, is there anything you haven't told us, sort of thing. Or no, sure, my dad.
Yeah.
My dad said, was there anything he hadn't? Because somebody said to him that he was they're so sorry that I was dying and that, and my dad's very confused at the best of times. So yeah, I mean. It's like Chinese whispers. I probably stubbed my toe that day or something. Do you know what I mean? It's not,
Then we had the bit just after we opened where all the strong Christian group that would chant bits outside the shops and all sorts of.
We had some very strange people.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
we sold
though,
dragons and fairies and skulls. We were evil. I mean, they didn't see the magic books we had hidden in the corner.
but they were wearing a skull.
They were, yeah. You'd look pretty stupid if you didn't have a skull. Yeah.
No, I just... religion and politics are always an extremely shaky subject.
Yeah.
And my respect to politics goes that I do not talk about it.
Yeah.
And my whole thing with religion is exactly the same thing as I say to everybody, which is if it makes you feel better, if it gives you boost and purpose, then it's a good thing.
Yeah.
If it makes you judge
and controls your life,
yeah. It's not necessarily.
No.
By all means, you know, it's. I think that, you know, it's a healthy way. One of the families we watch is extremely religious. She's very, very religious. I think she's absolutely incredible.
A few different ones.
Well, and they're not the same. You know, we're
Mormon one as well.
That's right. And I mean, no, my judgment as far as religion goes, you know, I think that if it's there and it adds to your lifestyle and it's healthy, that's grand. But if it makes you to the point where you deem everybody else as being evil, that just because they don't think the same way as you, that is not good. Not good at all. But yeah, that's essentially my perspective of it. But yeah, no, you never get judged for that, Pink Poodle, honestly. You really won't.
No.
I just say I try not to. I try to take things at face value of how people are as people, basically.
Yeah.
What they are as far as academic or anything else like that.
Yeah.
No judgment, seriously.
No.
Right, so we're on to day 23 and we have Tammy Hawes.
Yeah.
Did you see there's a Keeping Up Appearances Christmas movie?
Did you say?
Oh, did you say there's a Keeping Up Appearances Christmas movie? No. Although...
There are some TV episodes.
No. What I was saying about was Santa Claus the movie, the one that plays Rose... Sorry, the one that plays Daisy in Keeping Up Appearances, she's Mrs. Claus.
In the Santa Claus movie.
Santa Claus movie. It's the one with Dudley Moore as the elf.
Yeah.
Also, can I just make this perfectly... I made a little mistake. Like Pink Poodle, I do get my words a little bit twisted sometimes. And I've been telling everybody what a wonderful film Lost Christmas is.
Last Christmas.
Hang on.
All right.
Lost Christmas is. I've written it to people. I've said about it to people. Unfortunately, I've never seen Lost Christmas.
Yes, you have.
Last Christmas.
Last Christmas is the one you keep telling people
Last
it is.
Christmas isn't the one I meant. No. I'm sure it's very nice. I've never seen it. Last Christmas
is with Daenerys from Game of Thrones in it. Can't remember her name.
Right. So I'm going to make this clear.
Lost Christmas has got Eddie Izzard in it.
It's Lost Christmas I recommend highly because it is so good. It's got a fantastic twist.
Yeah.
And
it's adapted from a book as well.
Right. I am so sorry if I've confused anybody. I know nobody's had a go at me for it, but I just
because I don't know.
No,
I didn't know. The one I gave you the trivia for Last Christmas, and Debbie's like, "Oh, she's obviously in it," and I didn't notice.
I don't question Darren's knowledge on things, so it's just sort of like, okay. But no, it is really
Lost Christmas is good, yeah.
Good. Really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I doubt it'll be the first time I say that.
No.
Right, so that's the bit about Keeping Up Appearances, and it also led me into telling you about that. She also put, I've been in love with British shows since I was little, really little. My sister and I would wait for my mum to go to sleep and watch Benny Hill. The best thing to come on MTV was the Young Ones. Darren, agree with you.
The MTV was on Young Ones. The Young Ones on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to. Oh, back when it was on, I used to have a 14-inch TV in my bedroom with a headphone socket, and I had an earpiece which was long, so I plugged that into the back of it and put it in because I had to go to bed at 8:30, and it was on at 9 o'clock. So I used to watch it and go.
She put. Every time I put on my Doc Martens, I can't help singing Doc Martin boots, lol.
Yeah.
See,
it's a Lexi Sale song.
Actually, because I'm a little bit younger than Darren.
Oh, you're quite a bit younger.
Well, in those days,
in those sort of bit, it would have been because it was on about 83.
Yeah.
83, 84. So you would have been about 6 or 7.
I was. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So I didn't really. I sort of missed that, as it were. I was still watching the Flumps.
Yeah.
Love the Flumps. But yeah, you're saying with the British shows and that, I love You Rang the Lord. That's got to be one of my favourites.
I always used to love Benny Hill. Benny Hill. Looking back on Benny Hill now, Benny Hill was a lot more risky than what you actually thought it was at the time.
Yes, but as a child, you don't.
No, that's right. No.
It's like I always say that Rugrats is brilliant. The cartoon.
Yeah.
There's so much adult humour in there that just goes straight over the head of kids.
Yeah.
Just love it. Right, so Samantha Coleman, we have got Molly May. Yay!
Yay!
She looks just like my Hammy, named after Tales of the Riverbank. So he
it was called Hammy.
Hammy hamster. The Hammy hamster.
Yeah.
I had when I was a child. The bird in the advent looks like a wren as it's small, squat, and only has a wee tail. I'm glad one of you lot tells me because I honestly have no clue. Yeah. I was going to get the Witchbox advent calendar, but they'd sold out. I don't know about a turkey. It looks the size of a dodo. That turkey was the size of a dodo.
Yeah. And there's a reply on that one as well. From Tammy.
She got
it's blue.
Tammy Hall's put. I thought it looked like a wren too. I had a laugh with a tit on a stick and berries. I do love these things. I say, no, they come into my head and I just sort of tend to
go with it.
Speak how I find. Yeah. And sometimes Darren has to edit me. Lisa said soon as meant it. I'm not. I'm terrible. I used to be quite popular at work because I'd go with the girls because they'd want to go out clothes shopping or what have you, and I always used to say, if you ask me if your bum looks big on this or you want an honest, I'm never nasty, but if you want an honest review of what's going on, sort of thing in. You know, what you're trying on, ask me to come along. If you don't.
Does my bum look big in this dress? It's not the dress.
I'm not like that. No. That's Darren's humour. No, I'm not. I'm more sort of like, not very flattering. I'd never go out of my way to, but yeah. Pink Poodle put on here, so lovely to see Molly May. This was the second time she'd been out after Advent. Yeah. She was moaning something chronic last night. We kept talking to her. She didn't want to get out of bed, mind. So lovely to see Molly May. She looks so big when you think how Suki is so small. Are you able to put the two girls on your table to do a size-by-size in comparison? Also, did I hear
Means Molly getting up first.
Right. You may have heard a little curse word from Darren because he forgot to clip something out.
Yes, we have to look at it like that, and I'd put the camera down, and I forgot. I didn't forget. I very probably dozed off because it's it was a lot of bits. So I probably dozed off and missed the camera
most
bit
of
was
it
down.
was just us sorting out.
I was putting Molly back, I think. Yeah.
It was...
But yes, I did. I did fluff.
He did say fluff. Yes, he doesn't say it very often. But I have said to it. Well, you don't say it a lot when you're off camera either, for that matter. He's worse if he's in the car. But yeah,
if you're not swearing when you're driving, you're not paying enough attention to the road.
That's probably true, actually. But yeah, side-by-side comparison. Actually, yes, it is entirely possible if Molly ever gets up again. Because with the girls, it's always know your hamster. I would not just put them on the table.
No.
What I would do is put half a ton of food in front of Molly. Put Suki down beside her with popcorn.
Put some popcorn
in her hat, and the girls will just eat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it with little man. Because he would be very confused, especially since if either of the girls were in season, it would not, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have little man...
He usually tries to jump in your finger than anything else.
Yeah, he does. He tends to hump my finger. He tends to hump me a lot. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult because with the two little ones and that, I have been known to have them both asleep on me.
Yeah.
I've had Suki here on around my tummy, underneath my top, fast asleep.
Yeah.
And I've had him round my side, round here, fast asleep, and they're perfectly happy. And it's not unusual for one of them to be on me here, and for little man, to be fair, little man pretty much lives beside me. But yeah, it's sort of know your hamster, really. But yeah, I've had hamsters a lot of years, and it is doable. At one stage, we had 3, didn't we?
What?
Eating at the same time on the table. That was so easy though, because that was Bonnie and Earbud, who were actually siblings.
Yeah,
they were litter siblings. Not just adopted.
No, we ended up with Bonnie because my woman's daughter who lives by my mum had to get rid of one, didn't she?
Well, she basically Bonnie wanted to come out all the time and play, and
at night,
and
when she was asleep, because she had them in a cage.
They used to
had her in a bedroom, didn't they?
And as much as she wanted to keep her, she didn't think it was being fair because Bonnie wanted out a lot. So we ended up with Bonnie, who, and that our hamsters come out on demand. If they want to come out, they come out. They never have to worry about that because we're always here as a rule. And yeah, have they been like limpets since Christmas Day?
You left me! You left me!
It's been horrendous. Suki will not stay put in one spot. If Darren moves,
she goes down there. She sits there. She sits down here, asleep.
If you move to go make yourself a drink or anything, and she wakes up and he's not there,
and I'm not there, she'll go after me.
She makes her way to the kitchen and tugs on his sock.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a problem because you have to watch your feet all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Suki, she can be extremely clingy, and it's lovely because at least she misses us.
Yeah.
Little man, he's worse than ever at the moment for being with me. So, I mean, not that I'm complaining, but
No.
Then of course Pink Poodle had the answer to the questions, and she liked the jam that day. It wasn't her favourite, but it was nice.
Yeah.
Don't really know what jam that was because obviously we're so out of
We're
sync
so out
now,
of sync now.
guys. But that was whatever the
24th was a good one.
was.
24th was fig.
Oh, that was to die for. I said
Yeah, I
to
know.
Mum about that.
I've had that. I had that the other day when you were asleep.
What, all of it?
Yeah. I had 4 lots of toast.
You could have had some of the... I can't believe you ate all of that. And there was me telling Pink Poodle that you wouldn't do that. Oh. You rotter. Right.
I didn't have any jam left.
There's tons of jam in there.
No, there wasn't. There's very little jam in there.
Oh, so he's been making his way through.
There's about 10 pots left in there now.
I will allow that then. Right, so we're on to the next day, and Samantha Coleman.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're on day 24 already. Feel quite sad. You've really made this December an enjoyable one for me. See you tomorrow. Ooh, it's all right, an advert popped up. I wish they wouldn't do that. Come on.
Well, the adverts are good.
Yeah, I know, but not when I'm reading comments, they're not.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
The advert is worth every 1 millionth of a penny we get for it.
I haven't missed it as much as I thought I would at the moment, but that's only because I've not been well. Pain wise, sickness wise, it's been fun. But we are still running off of your comments each day, so it's not quite gone for us, because we do read these when they come in, and honestly, genuinely, guys, it just brings a smile to our face. It really does. Pink Poodle, wishing you a happy Christmas both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Pink Poodle, she did the questions on what's it?
Yeah.
Apparently the Nutcracker was first performed in St. Petersburg, Russia. I knew it was Russia. Oh, you've been there. It was called Leningrad in 1986, which was when it was still in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
But other than that, they were the rest of the doodah answers. Right, so let's see, what are we? Day 25, guys. Right, so day 25. So this is the last update we'll get from this bit, being, what's it?
Yeah.
Mandy Murphy for too many duplicates. I do get that.
There were
a lot.
There were a lot in the Funko ones. There really were a lot for duplicates in the Funko ones. I mean, they were different, but they weren't different enough. I mean, the ones like the Batman one with the hat, that was good because it was a green and white one.
Yeah, it was a complete change
as opposed to the colours.
Yeah.
But ones that were going between glittery and not glittery, or metallic and burnt and not burnt, it was just taking a mick really, wasn't it? Let's face facts here.
That being said, I don't regret getting them.
No.
And I absolutely loved them, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, the duplicates, they were getting a bit lazy in that. Yeah. Bye, Fanassi. Merry Christmas, everyone. I've loved watching this advent and have looked forward to each video each evening. I read that wrong. They put it in a lot better since. I'll tell you what, strike that.
Reverse
rewind. Bye, Fanassi. Oh yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. I've loved watching this advent and have looked forward to the video each evening. I've had a lovely celebration with my partner's family, and go away. Not you.
Go away.
I've had a lovely celebration with my partner's family, and I hope your Christmas was just as wonderful. It really was. It's all right. I'm just pausing the video. Right. It was. Thank you. It really was. Boxing Day I utterly loved as well. We just chilled out. You guys will see coming up on another vlog bit, but we got ourselves something from the hamsters as well, and we're doing an unboxing of those together, aren't we?
Yeah.
So that'll be a video coming up of our Boxing Day present, because we kept it till then. And then day after Boxing Day, I was very unwell, and then pain, lots and lots.
Well, we can say what they are anyway.
Yes,
because they'll come up as bits.
They'll come up as bits.
We got the £20 grind store mystery boxes.
They're supposed to be worth £80 each. We got 2 of them. We got 1 each. Yeah.
Debatable.
It's worth watching.
Yeah.
We had some really nice bits in there, but we also had some eyebrow raisers.
Yeah.
No other way of putting it, really. Samantha Coleman, commenting as watching. Darren did sound sinister. That gave me a proper good chuckle. Yeah. The Coven box was good, but I agree it would have been better with more festive items. I was impressed with the charm bracelets. I wore
they were good.
Christmas
You wore
Day,
both Christmas Day, didn't you? Yeah.
And showed the mums them. And may have to give them a go next year. I really like the wildlife advent, and it was well worth the money. I loved the Schleich advent calendar.
That wasn't the wildlife one,
wasn't it?
No, the wildlife one was the $3.99 one with pictures on it. The Schleich one was Harry Potter.
Yeah, using the plot. Fantastic piece to say. Right. Yes, the wildlife one, incredible. And yeah, I am going to be getting one.
I mean, $3.99, really good price that is. Yeah, I mean,
the artwork in it is stunning. And as I said, I'm going to be cutting out the little pictures and pictures of the front bit with the animals as well, and putting them in my scrapbook that I've still not started, but I've got tons for. Sorry. Oh. I did that. I like the wildlife calendar. It was well worth the money. Hope you have a lovely Christmas day with your family, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Now, as Darren said, we haven't actually, up until now, I don't know whether there has been, but we haven't actually not had video to go for you guys.
We haven't.
Admittedly, we had to, well, Darren had to stay out late last night.
I did tea last night, though.
Yeah.
So I've now got tonight's one, and I've got tomorrow night's one as well.
Yeah. So we're doing the videoing of.
It's going to go into the start of the year because we've still got a few bits to go.
So we are a little, but we got some different ideas and that in the.
Oh, we've got some different bits coming up.
Things. And then she just said, "See you in the next video." Said, "Take go, guys." Thank you so much, honestly. Then we got Pink Poodle. Always lovely to watch the vlogs and be a part of them. Hope you both had a good Christmas day. I'm watching on Boxing Day evening. Poodle Paul spent Christmas on our own, but Boxing Day we went to her family's house.
Yeah, because
her daughter's
still over in Ireland, isn't she?
I know, and she's I'm losing the plot now. Dislocated her knee, and she can't
come back.
No,
she can't get back home for some reason.
9 weeks.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But there could be more to it, because you never know with bits like that. It could be some straightforward bits, really.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, not an ideal time to have something like that happen. Oh, they got to do a FaceTime or Zoom call anyway, so that was at least something.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I can't remember what comment from. Yes, we do think of you as friends, being Poodle. Yeah. Honestly, we really do. In fact, to be perfectly honest, the more people write in and chat with us and that, the more we feel like we know you guys anyway, so
Yeah.
it's, you know. Mandy Murphy put Funko, all dupes, question mark, question mark. Yeah, there were a lot.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
really were. I'm sort of, I'm not cross, I'm disappointed with them.
Yeah.
And I have been known to actually phone companies up and tell them that. Yes. I'm sorry, that's the nanny in me that
So
comes out on certain things.
We told them that with the Schleicher as well, with the bits. Because I wrote the bit because they're a German company, and like German companies are known for being very efficient and very things like that, and they weren't. And I told them I expected so much more from a German company.
I mean, take out the German out of the equation, and you expect more from a large company.
No, unfortunately, I don't now. No, I really don't.
Used to.
I've dealt with too many big companies. I don't anymore. I really don't.
Well, the only reason they got in contact with us in the end was because I wrote on their Facebook page, I wrote on their Instagram page, and I don't swear, I don't shout at people, I don't see the sense. Of course I get cross sometimes and I let off steam like anybody, but not to the actual person involved. I'm more of a you catch more flies with honey, sort of. But that being said, I sound like an old-fashioned nanny, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's not very good, is it? You know. That was a bit silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And say, but I'll tell you something though, it got their attention enough to actually pull their finger out and do something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would recommend that if you are to buy items from that company, I would suggest going through
from someone else,
a second party, because honestly, it's just stress. Yeah. And Mandy Murphy also wrote in saying, Cub and Box definitely wasn't worth the money. I wouldn't buy it.
I've looked onto bits. Yeah, they were. It was roughly worth the money. It was. I mean, they're.
Yeah, I mean, we know how much things cost from certain wholesalers ourselves.
Three items I can say here. You've got the glass. Eat, drink, and be scary.
I love that.
That's retail price of £10. The white pentagram oil burner. That retail price of £10. The haunted holiday house, the smoke oil burner, or the cone burner. I was surprised at that. That's got a recommended retail price of £15.
To be perfectly honest, we wouldn't have paid £15 for that.
I wouldn't have done that.
No.
But it has actually got a recommended retail price of £15.
It hasn't got an incense cone plate inside it, which did annoy me.
But I mean, that's £35.
But that isn't
just for those three items. That's £35. So there's a good chance the value was there.
You've got,
but
the biggest
it
problem
was more of a push.
It did feel a bit more. There were a couple of items. I did not stay at the time, admittedly, but there were a couple of items I opened up and thought, ooh.
Yeah.
And the reason I adore Tom and Kelly. I love the principle of why they started the company in the first place. But I must admit, this advent calendar did not supply me with as much joy as it has done.
There were not a lot, but there were a numerable amount of items that you could have got from Temu.
Yes, and
that's the biggest bit on it.
Not saying they have. Not saying they have.
No.
And to be fair, even if they had, you know, if as somebody that can sell bits and things like that, you have to make a profit, which is fine.
Oh yeah, Oh no, I'm not. That's why I'm going on that's why
But
I'm going those items. The recommended retail prices
this
on them.
is it. I mean, I know that they use the items that they get from small businesses themselves would not have been cheap.
No, they wouldn't. No.
Would make that
But then
completely.
again, that gets knocked down depending how many boxes they do.
True.
Because if you go, say you do a couple of 100 boxes, if you go to a place and say I want 200 of them, what you do me for them, you will get
I don't know that they did
price.
that many, do they?
I don't know how many they do.
No. I mean, they could do like
Well, say
50,
for instance,
I don't know.
you do 200. You say to a place, if you give me 200 of them, you'll get a knockdown price. But that's only good business anyway.
But I mean, in some ways, because you've got to bear in mind that when they started this, Temu wasn't a thing.
No.
And to be perfectly honest,
we used to sell stuff from China.
We did.
You'd never be able to sell it now.
No.
Because people are too savvy on the things and how much things cost from it.
No. But that being said, the items that we got were higher quality.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to make that clear.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you pick up deals and what have you, and we worked thinking hard.
Yeah.
For those as well, I might add.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult because we look at it from two sides of the coin, if you like, as a consumer and as
a retailer.
Sometimes I think people expect a little bit too much because at the end of the day, companies do have to make money.
Yeah.
We had something happen. 2 occasions. We had blocked glass cabinets like every other shop that holds things like breakable objects.
Yeah.
And one little boy came in with his mum and ripped the door open so hard.
Ripped the wood open on the top.
We asked them very nicely to leave because...
Yeah.
And she was quite affronted by that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I really don't get things these days. We did have a thing, no yes parenting.
Yeah.
Because
we had a bit with a woman. A woman had bought a toy. It wasn't expensive. It was about 2 or 3 quid.
Yeah.
And she lost it. And she came back and expected us to replace it. Well, that's your problem.
We're good people. We are good people, but we were running a business.
That's a life lesson.
And
if you lost it, you won't do it again, will you?
I mean, I get that things are a lot more lenient these days, and I'm not sort of like, oh, spare the rod, spoil the child. I've never been like that.
No.
But I am sort of like, I want to be we always said, we wanted to be able to take our children places into people's homes and things like that. I know it's the thing now where you just let them run around restaurants.
Yeah.
Simply no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's one of those sticky ones, isn't it? That, I think everybody's got an idea of what they want to do, and I just think things have gone too much the other way, in my honest opinion. That is my opinion. It is not anybody else's, and that's fine. Everybody's allowed their own opinion.
Yeah.
But I think that's what keeps things interesting.
Yeah.
And I like people to have their own individual thought. But it's like I don't get the thing on, if something's on TikTok, everybody wants the same thing.
Yeah.
Or it's like one of the families we watched, one of the girls wanted this really expensive perfume. She hadn't even smelled it.
Miss Dior.
Yeah. She hadn't even smelt it. But because somebody else on TikTok said it was so nice,
they were good, she wanted it. Apparently it did smell nice, so that was good.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's...
But 160 odd quid for a bottle of perfume, and you don't know what it
Smells
whether it
like.
smells nice or not, or
Yeah.
whether it even, I mean, not to mention the whole logistics of whether it bring you up in a rash or what have you. I don't know. I found that really worrying, if I'm honest.
How bits are now.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really strange. I mean, you feel like an old fogey when you sort of like say bits like this because it's your point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, I get how certain things like I was really intrigued because everybody kept going on about the bum cream.
Yeah.
And I got a tester.
Yeah.
And I was expecting
you were expecting something to smell absolutely gorgeous because everyone goes on how much the smell went, and it's sort of like, yeah, right, it's all right, it's not.
I was sort of like, seriously.
Yeah. It's pistachio scented, isn't it?
It's all right. It's nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
I mean, but then as I always say to you guys, scent and taste, and it is so individual.
Yeah.
But you've got to wonder whether or not people are saying they like things.
Because everyone else does.
Because everybody else does. And this is what I always say, be different.
Yeah.
Because, allow yourself to have your point of view.
Yeah.
By all means, listen and find out what people think they like. Fair dues. We all say what we like.
Yeah.
But don't just get it because that person said it's nice. Get it because you think it's nice, you know? But there you go, a bit of philosophy at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I don't know. I sometimes think, we're just of a different mindset, and it's really nice. It's like you get people that judge people that suffer with like mental illness and things like that, or they don't have the comprehension to understand what it's like to live with pain on a daily basis. That's because they've not experienced it themselves, and I think.
But it's a good thing that they haven't experienced it.
It's a good thing they haven't.
Isn't it, really?
But when they start saying how they'd be like, no, just don't go there. Don't go there. But yeah, as I say, so when we hear bits, this is why it's so special when we get comments from you guys, because I love hearing your voices. I love knowing you. Yeah. And, we ourselves watch like 95% at least of videos and that on the TV. So I don't always write in. I'm going to say I have done in previous ones. If somebody's been attacked that I follow, I have not followed, not gone on or given any time or space to the person that's being nasty to them, but gone on there and put what I think of them as people. Because to me, having somebody write in and say something quite damaging and nasty, for no other, to actually search out people that you can have a go at, it's not healthy, is it? No. It really isn't. And I'm sure they are extremely unhappy people that live like that, but honestly, nah. So yeah, I look at it from a different point of view, where I'll tell somebody when they do a good job. I've phoned up numerous places when they've done effectively what their job is. Yeah. But these days that seems to be less and less and less. And I've phoned up companies to thank them, because to be perfectly honest, I'd rather do that. Because I hate complaining. I really do. I hate it with a passion. Because it's never the person that's actually in fault that you have to complain to either, which is why 9 times out of 10 I start the conversation with, I know this isn't your fault. But, and again, knowing that I have that thing of everything before but is sorry. Everything before but is not rubbish. It's separating that person from that company. But yeah, no. At the end of the day, I mean, I feel so sorry for people in customer services and that. They must get such a headache. I think there's quite a high turnover as well. But yeah. Anywho, out. So.
Yep. Did you finish all the...
I did.
All the bits, yep.
Yeah. I've been through the comments.
Yep.
We've done the presents.
Yep.
I've shown the cute little man.
Little man!
Right, guys. So, I'm not sure when this is airing. So, what I'm going to do is wish you a happy new year.
Yeah.
I hope it's prosperous. I hope it's filled with joy for you. And I hope you find comfort. And as always, my lovelies, be different. A very merry hoo-hoo. Still is.
Still is.
And? Oh, come on, Gozer.
Yeah.
We finish off with a nice 80s Ghostbuster. Gozer. Boop.
Boop. Don't cross the screens.